Okay, girls, it is summer, and I'm gonna show you a very simple, very quick routine for your skin prep. And honestly, this is just one of my skin prep routines. I may change some products depending on what my skin needs at a particular time, or maybe how really hot it is out, or where I am traveling to. But I promise you, this routine is pretty all round friendly. During winter times, I do a little bit more moisturizing, but since it's summer, we're gonna stay summer focused, and I'm gonna show you how to just keep your skin looking nice and supple without being too greasy. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with some of the products. I'm gonna list you all the products and then we apply it onto our skin. The first product, which is we're gonna use the last pump of this right now, is the Merit Beauty. I absolutely love this glow serum. I hope you can see it. It's the Merit Beauty Glow Serum. It's the Great Skin Glow Instant Glow Serum, sorry. And as you can see, it's done. Like, I have worn her out, okay? Merit, this is one of my favorite products of yours. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. I've been wearing it down. It's done. Next, we are going to do, well, you don't have to do this step. I am doing the Vichy. This is the Vichy Mineral 89. This is for eyes, so it's an eye serum. I hope you can see it. So we're gonna be using the eye serum. I use it under my eyes because I want to make sure that my under eyes get moisturized very well. You do not want any makeup to be cakey under here. I also am going to use the Lancome Genifique, this advanced Genifique serum. This is a youth activating serum. This is what it looks like. And lastly, we're going to be using sunscreen. Now, I don't know if you guys realize this, but you should be wearing sunscreen. So it's summertime. Please do not think makeup with sunscreen is enough. Please stop it. Apply your sunscreen, okay? When you're applying your makeup, you want to make sure that you go in with the products that are lightest to heaviest. It's the same thing for your skincare routine. So since the Merit Beauty is the lightest, I'm gonna go in with a couple pumps of that. Again, it's on the this is the last leg of it, and we're gonna just rub it in our palms and distribute it evenly all over the skin. I absolutely love this formula, and you can see, make sure to get your neck. You can see, I mean, look at the glow that you get immediately. This is an immediate glow. Very good formula. It's lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel sticky. And that's why I love it. I mean, look at the material. Okay. Now we're gonna get into the second one, which is the Genifique. So we're gonna apply this, and I usually like to apply this all over my face and neck as well. Please do not neglect your neck, and this is why sometimes your makeup is sliding all over the place. And I do small drops. You do not need a lot of product on your skin, and I drop a little bit right here next to my neck. And I'm gonna just spread this out evenly into my skin before I kind of like pat it. Get the corners of your mouth, corners of your nose, under eyes, over eyes, and into your hairline. Look at the glow. I love this product so much. And mind you, these are some of the products that I get in PR, but I absolutely love them, and I've worn them down to the point where I started buying them. This is why they've been going down. Okay, so now skin is glowing, looking much more healthier than when we started this video. Not too much, not too much. Next, we're gonna do the eye cream, or the eye serum, I should say, the Vichy eye serum. Again, you can skip this step, but I want to make sure my under eyes are very moisturized because I do have under eye lines, and I've always had these. They're not going anywhere, so I want to make sure that in between those little creasing areas, because I do get creases. I'm gonna be real with you guys. There is no real technique to get rid of lines under your eyes when you're doing makeup. You can conceal them a little bit, but you are going to get creasing because you have lines, and that is perfectly okay. There are methods you can use. There are so many makeup artists that are really good. There are methods you can use to, again, make sure that it's not looking too bad or cracky and stuff like that, but there's no real way to get rid of it. If you have lines, you have lines. You're going to get creases. So I'm just gently patting that in now. Rubbing and patting method. Look up. And then I get some of the remaining over my eyes. Okay. And I'm using the L'Oreal Revitalift sunscreen. This is SPF 30. And I'm just gonna apply, usually I do a teaspoonful amount. Please do not forget your neck. Ladies, do not forget your neck. Your neck is a part of your skin, okay? So we're just gonna rub this in. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I got this sunscreen, because I'm a sunscreen snob. As you know, I'm an esthetician and I deal obviously with skincare. I've tried so many different brands, and I am not a fan of a white cast because just ew. But this sunscreen really surprised me because, sorry, my voice is gonna sound funny while I'm doing this. This sunscreen really surprised me because of how well it blended. Like, you're seeing this in real time. This is not edited. You're seeing this in real. Look how quickly it melted into my skin. Like, I look nice and glowy. Look at that. My skin looks good, and this is me on a normal day. Like, after I do my skin prep, that is it. This is how my skin looks on a normal day. I'm not wearing makeup. I just love when my skin looks like this. The most I'll do after is like brush my eyebrows, which I am going to do. But yeah, guys, and this is what my skin is looking like. Nice and glowy. And honestly, the main reason you want your skincare products or your products to dry down a little bit is because some products do not work well with others. So you may find some leaving kind of a bit of a residue, like kind of like dead skin, and that's simply because there's two products that are not, because of the formula, they're not blending well. So just give everything a moment to kind of dry down, and then you start going in with your primers and other products. Now everything is pretty much dried down, everything is married together. There is another step to make sure that your upper lip does not sweat. I trouble with very sweaty upper lip. I just don't know what it is. I don't know if my upper lip just decides, you know what, every time you put on makeup, I'm gonna come and ruin it. Like, when I tell you guys, it literally sucks up. Like, all my makeup here, you'd just see it separating. You'd see like my pores get wider per se. Like, I can't explain it, but I absolutely hate it. And I know if I have that problem, you may also have that problem. So we're gonna fix it together. Let me show you my quick little next step. After everything is married and blended and dried down, this is the next step to help you fully get sweat-proof upper lip. First product is deodorant. Yeah, I'm gonna be using the Dove deodorant, and I'm using this one. I am pretty sure you can use whichever deodorant spray you want to. It has to be a spray. I've never tried with the ball. First of all, are people still using are they still being made? You know what, never mind, I'm sure they are. I just haven't used one in years. But you can use whatever deodorant spray you want to. I'm using the Dove, and I'm gonna start with making sure your hand is clean. Your hand should be clean when doing makeup or skincare, should be clean. So I'm gonna spray a small amount of this spray on my finger, just like this. And we're gonna go in on the upper lip. You're gonna get all around the corners, the side of your nose, just like that, just a little bit on the side. Then we're gonna go in with a second spray. You don't need a lot, guys, just a small spray. And going over the same areas again, right at the side of the nose, here. And I try to do as closest into the nose as possible, because you know, like if you wipe your nose, everything can move. So okay, now you're gonna give that some time to dry down. If you have a fan, you can use the fan to speed up the process, but please make sure it dries down. Like I mentioned earlier, if you do not give your products enough time to dry down and marry, you are gonna have stuff creating, like, you know, like grains, like dead skin cells, or you may have things sliding all over the place. You do not want these problems when you're already out in public. Okay, so we are now dried down and we're gonna go into the next step. I'm gonna be using the One Size Matte Till Dawn setting spray. This is a mattifying setting spray. I can't tell you that a regular setting spray will also help with this. That doesn't really make sense to me, but maybe you could try it. I didn't. I want to make sure that when I'm in this New York City heat, girl, nothing is moving on my face, especially my upper lip, because that's where I have most of my sweat. So I'm using a matte setting spray. Okay, now you're gonna take a finger again, clean finger, and you're gonna spray and apply on your upper lip in the same areas that you applied your deodorant. One more spray. And you're gonna apply same place in the corners, close to the inside of the nose, and just on the side of the mouth. Now, depending on the products you use, again, you may have, this is what I was talking, you may have some grits left over, because you know that's what deodorant does sometimes. You know that little white residue that deodorant leaves? You may find that sometimes on the upper lip. That's totally fine. Just once everything is dried down, you can just use a piece of paper towel or your hands, whatever, and just remove them. See how quickly this is dried down, so quickly. Once you put the setting spray on, it's gonna dry down almost like immediately. So this is what my skin is looking like. We have one last step. You can see that my upper lip is completely matte, like, girl, completely matte. I don't know if everybody uses primers, but you really should, especially in the summer heat. Girl, this is a non-negotiable. But I have seen people apply makeup without primer. Good for you. We're gonna use a small amount of primer on the upper lip. So you obviously, primer is gonna go all over your face, but when it comes to the upper lip, that area that we put the matting spray and the Dove, we are not going to do too much because it's already matte. But now we want something to hold the product, so we're gonna apply the primer. So this is the amount that I'm using, and we're gonna just distribute that evenly. Now, if you have smile lines, I would suggest going into the corners of your nose. So like from the corner of your nose here up, I get into there and bring it down a little bit, like down to here. And I distribute this all on my upper lip. Same thing on the other side, the crease all the way down. And start patting. So this is where I start. I rub first in the direction I want, and then I start patting. And again, this is something was in my eye. This is something that you want to give time to dry down. If you have a makeup fan, if you have a fan, I would recommend using the fan to speed up the process, but it's okay if you let it air dry for a couple minutes, maybe do something else, maybe start working on your brows, whatever it is. But this is literally the result of a great skin prep, number one, and two, a sweat proof upper lip skin prep, because it is too much, ladies, to be out wondering, you know, when you're having a conversation with someone and something is clearly wrong with either something on your hair or your face, and the person's not telling you, they're just like, they're talking to you. You can see that they're looking at something. I don't want to be insecure in these streets in summer. So if you follow this routine, you won't be insecure either. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you've tried this and it works. I posted this video on TikTok and a lot of people are loving it and been getting messages. So I'm putting this on YouTube for you girlies to see. Please try it. Let me know. And if you use another deodorant brand and another matte setting spray other than the one size, also let me know, and hope to see you in the chats. Okay? Bye, ladies.